morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Brent McGrath, and I'm the host of Talks and Discussions, What Matters and What Doesn't Matter. And today we have an expert with money, somebody who knows lots about money, Johanna Jaramillo. How are you today, Johanna?
I'm doing great. Thank you, Brent, for inviting me to your show.
Hey, that's not every day I have an expert with money on my hands.
Well,
So,
I'm here.
okay. Did you ever have problems with money, Johanna?
Yes. 10 years ago, I was 21 and basically I was broke. I was just graduated college and I have a really good job, but the money wasn't enough. I was doing what was considered normal. I was using my credit cards, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to uh, live with the, I think in English you can say like keeping up with the Genesis. I
Yeah.
was trying to look successful, but in reality I was burying myself in debt. So yes, I was. It was really hard at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and I that led me to a really bad situation in my life, financially speaking.
Okay. So, what changed?
Well, what changed, you have these defining moments in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and then in my family, we had a crisis, and I will not go into details, but it was really hard, and I have to take on more debt so I can cover the crisis. And I was thinking like, I'm making good money. Why I'm so deeply into debt? And I started looking my surroundings and I saw that my mom she was a really hard worker, but she was really bad managing money.
Mm-hmm.
And then my dad died when I was 14 years old. And when he died, we were basically broke because he was really bad with money too. And we didn't have anything. It was all depending. We were living paycheck to paycheck. So
Mm-hmm.
if he is not here with the family, if he dies, then we didn't have the paycheck.
Right.
And when that happened, I started thinking that I needed to change. And one one time that I was in a bus, I was crying because I was thinking all these problems that I had and how I'm going to overcome this situation. I didn't see a way out at the moment. And I was in the bus and then I was looking to a marketplace and there was this biblical passage.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I don't know how to say in English, so I'm going to say in Spanish.
Okay.
And it was Jeremías 33:3 that said, clama a mí y yo te responderé y te mostraré grandes cosas que tú no conoces. That basically is like, ask me and I will show you great things that you don't know about. And
Okay.
then I hold myself to that promise
Mm-hmm.
from God.
Okay.
And that that was not what helped me to overcome the situation, but that was the hope that I have, like the fire inside of me that said like everything is going to be okay if you work on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very academical, so I started reading a lot of books
Okay.
related with money and how to improve your relationship with money. And I started applying everything that I was learning at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then 4 years later, that it seems like a long time, and it was, it was a long time. But
Right.
4 years later, I was debt free and doing way much better.
That's a very interesting story. I guess I'm still in the throes of that. I'm still trying to figure out how to get out of it. But anyways, luck is where preparation meets opportunity. How does this fit into your life?
Well, that's one of my mantras in life because at the time when I was learning about money to apply it to myself, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that that was the beginning from something bigger. And 5 years after this really bad situation, I met Mauricio Lopez.
Okay.
We started working together, but no, at the moment I was working for him.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
was his employee, and we immediately clicked
Mm-hmm.
because we both were looking to improve ourselves and to overcome the bad situation and to get smarter with money. So we started, I started applying what I have learned from personal finances to the company to go
Mm-hmm.
English Live. And then we started learning more about money with companies,
Mm-hmm.
and I started applying to go English Live, and the companies start doing so much better. So when I started learning, I didn't see the potential, and sometimes you don't see the final goal, but just keep learning and preparing yourself, because
Mm-hmm.
then when you have the opportunity, you will be able to exploit that opportunity and make the best with yourself and your time and your knowledge.
Sounds like very good advice.
Yes, keep learning.
Okay. So, how was Profit Seed born?
Yeah. Well, as I was telling you, we started
Mhm.
applying everything that we learned from to Go English Live.
Right.
So the family and friends started watching what was going on, and they started asking us, like,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? Can you help me with my business? Can you help me with my personal finances? And we started doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And at one moment, it becomes like really demanding on time.
Mm-hmm.
So we say like, okay, let's charge some money for this that we are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And it grows bigger. And then we say like, this could be a business.
Mm-hmm.
This could be a business when we not only make money, but
Mm-hmm.
we do it through helping people to improve themselves and their situations.
And that's kind of how every business I've ever been in or seen starts. People start with an idea and it works for them, correct? And then
Yeah,
eventually other people are interested and you have more interest, so you start to charge because that makes sense. And then eventually you have another business on hand.
yeah, definitely. And I think that's very important to know that your story matters not only to you but to
Mm-hmm.
someone else, because if it's happening to you, it's likely that it's happening to everyone else. Well, not everyone else, but to someone else. And maybe they need to hear your story so
Mm-hmm.
they can feel represented and then see like, oh, maybe there's a way out, or I'm not alone in this. So yeah, it's pretty important.
Okay.
And maybe it's not going to end in a business, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's going to end in something that can have an impact in other people's life.
I believe that. Yeah, I believe that a lot. Can you break down what Profit Seed actually is for the viewers?
Yeah, definitely. I love to talk about this. So yeah, we have read basically it has it's a little bit complex, but I'm going to have a small summary here.
Okay.
But in Profit Seed, what we do is we help people to overcome bad financial situation, and it depends if it's a business or is personal finances. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But for personal finances, we have the 7 baby steps.
Mm-hmm.
This is not our own idea, but it's adapted from Dave Ramsey's idea of the baby steps. And is the step one is to save an emergency fund.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a basic emergency fund that if you live in the States, is recommended to be $1,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But if you maybe in some other country in Latin America, we recommend 30% of your monthly expenses.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The step two is pay off all your debt, except for your mortgage if you have it, but pay all your debt. And what we recommend to pay the debt is the snowball methodology.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
The step number three is after you are you end your debt and you are debt free,
Mm-hmm.
what we recommend is for you to save a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. The 3 to 6 months of expenses, yeah, like living with the basic stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then you will have this good amount of money that is going to help you in case that something happen in your life.
Okay.
The step number 3 is to invest 50% of your income into retirement. So you can enjoy your money not only now, but in the future when we probably are going to need it most. Yeah.
That's true. Yes, that's right.
Then baby step number 7 is to pay your home early. So maybe if you have a mortgage that is 15 years, try to put the most amount of money in that debt,
Mm-hmm.
so you will have your own house, and will the bank will have nothing to do with it.
That makes sense.
And
Yeah.
the step number 7 is to save for your children's education in the
Mm-hmm.
future, like college. And it depends if you had kids or not. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah.
And also, like, how is education in your country? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like for me, I basically went to for free to college, but I know like in the States and other countries in Latin America it's very expensive. So if
Mm-hmm.
you start saving early for it, maybe you can give that advantage to your kids in the
Interesting.
future.
Yes.
And the step number 7 is to give and enjoy your wealth. Because if you have a fully paid house, an emergency fund, and you
Mm-hmm.
are debt free, you are ahead of 10% of the population in the world. So basically, now you can enjoy your money, give
Mm-hmm.
to others, help them too, and uh, and you are making a good, I think it's called egg nest egg
Oh, nest egg.
for the
Yes.
future.
Nest
Yeah,
egg. Yes.
like next egg for the future, for your future self. And then you will have a very uh, like related to money, like you will feel at peace.
Well, very much so. If you have a little bit of money in the bank, it usually does make you feel at peace. Believe me. Yes.
Yes, definitely. Like, and I know myself, like for me my emergency fund is like my insurance,
Mm-hmm.
uh, because then I have like when the pandemic hits, I was like, okay, even if the business cannot give me money, I have my money, and then I can focus on work really hard, so I can make my business grow in this bad situation, or at least to stay afloat. And it was really surprising, because one thing is to work from hope, and
Mm-hmm.
other a totally different thing is to work from despair
Yes.
or from scarcity. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very good thing to talk about, because yes, when you work from scarcity, you're making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. But if you're working from comfort, then you can take your time to make the better decisions. That's very true.
Yeah, definitely. And I read this book, like I think last year. Is Educated by Tara Westover, and she grew up in like a poor family
Mm-hmm.
when they didn't have enough money for a lot of stuff. And then when she grew up and have enough money to, she said like, the good thing about having money is not the money itself, but is that it gives you the opportunity to think about things besides money.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really important, and I will advise anybody to start working on their personal finances and start learning. And if they want to contact us, we were glad to help them. But they don't need they don't need to hire someone, because
Mm-hmm.
everything is there. What we do at Profit Seed is to give them the information in an easy, digestible way,
Mm-hmm.
and be this accountability partner in the process. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the information is there.
Okay. So now Profit Seed is up and running. So what's next for you?
Okay, in the future, I see myself as maybe helping more people, in the sense that now the Profit Seed is still a small company.
Mhm.
So if we can attract the right people that is also is inspired with helping others, and they align with our vision and our
Mhm.
mission,
Yeah.
so maybe we can help more people than we are doing now, and in other countries and globally. I
Yeah.
mean, the sky is the limit.
Very much so, especially when you have a successful company and it's helping people. And I presume the people that you're helping are getting out of debt, so they're happy, and that's how things usually work.
Yeah, and this is obviously you do it for the money too, because I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there's there's this luxury that I like to to have, that is having
Mm-hmm.
food on the table. So
Yes, that's true.
and but it's very different when you're doing a job, when your job is rewarding and you feel that you are helping others, so you get this fulfillment from your
Mm-hmm.
job. So you, even in the, every job has a hard part, and
Yes. Oh, yeah.
and some, not all days are good,
Mm-hmm.
but this feeling that you're doing something good not only for you but for others is what gets you through the bad days.
Very much so. I'd like to thank you for coming on the show today. I know that at the end of the video, we'll put your information for Profit Seed so people can contact you and things like that. But I think what
Thank
you're
you.
I think what you're doing is very commendable, and I wish you all the luck going forward.
uh, Thank you for inviting me, and I I don't have any more words. Like, it's really exciting to share my story and how maybe can help other people too.
Thank you very much.